information age we live in, it is of considerable importance to understand, utilize, and engage wisely with the social media platforms within our contemporary media environment. In this light, University of Westminster Professor Graham Mickle's book, Social Media, Communication, Sharing, and Visibility, has offered us a critical overview of the field of social media. The book mapped out the general contours of different aspects within social media. What is social about it? The commodification and power dynamics of sharing, and the mediated visibility that is tied to surveillance, and the inner creativity witnessed by contemporary networked media platforms. Overall, perhaps the most valuable strength of Professor Mickle's work is his critical analysis of social media as an industry of sharing. He successfully argued that social media is inherently built around the act of sharing enabled by Web 2.0. To share means to commodify. To share intensifies the tension between issues of online privacy and visibility and issues of surveillance. This video is inspired by Professor Mickle's work. In order to better incorporate some of his key arguments, I had a discussion with a good friend of mine who goes to Royal Academy of Music here in London and who posts and vlogs regularly within the virtual and the social world of social media. Do you incorporate social media as a tool to promote yourself and your music?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. So do you want many followers?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
You can just
yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you can say, okay, I have 10,000 followers, so that's pretty cool. But I mean, you don't know these people. If you have followers like millions, or you don't know these people.
But does it really matter? Because all they know is your music, and that's what you want to be known of, like to your audience to get to know you through your music. I mean, that's what matters.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
That's a tricky question because musician should share his music and with other people, but not as a like social media is not a tool of musician. The tool of musician is more like how you play the music, how you define this music by yourself, like by your character, not by others, just by you. Okay, so this is what musicians do, and social media is just like a way to present the music.
Okay. So
you can present the music in real life. You can present the music online.
Mm-hmm.
You can present the music like in some events, concerts.
Yeah, I really like that perspective that you have, because you're saying that the most important tool for you is the instrument you play, your accordion, but not social media, which is all about constructing an image of yourself, which is very socially constructed, in my opinion, probably partially not real, I guess. According to Alice Marwick's study, by performing ourselves on social networking sites, the ideology of American consumer capitalism is reaffirmed, in which attention economy, variety, and celebrity culture is made prosperous. In his book, Professor Mickle analyzed that social media is the convergence of three key developments in online cultures: the user-generated content of Web 2.0 platforms, the personal connection databases of networking services, and the always-on mobile connectivity and communication made possible by smartphones and other mobile devices. According to Mickle, again, the defining characteristic of contemporary media environment is the convergence of computing, content, and communication. Specifically, content such as images, texts, audios, and sounds, and etc. become digital. The computer or technology-enabled smartphones and tabloids become the way of experiencing and consuming that content, and both the content and experience can be shared and circulated through all kinds of media networks. And social media is an industry built on exploiting all possibilities of that convergence. To share on social media means to communicate information, such as posting pictures and ideas. It means to display and express ourselves, and to connect and seek information. However, the word share has become the metaphor for sell. To share is to contribute to the algorithms that constitute social media databases, and that information being circulated around social networking sites is open for exploitation by corporate interests.
There's a lot of people sharing loads of things, but
Yes.
As far as I concern is like if you're sharing something, it's like with a purpose. People will see it. People will understand it. Even maybe they don't talk about it, but they will understand that you are doing some business or you are doing some like feeding back or something. But I don't. That is not the meaning of sharing. I think sharing is more like inner connect with people.
Okay.
So inner connecting. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or some sort of message you're sending
Yeah.
to the virtual world.
Yeah, that you can have the you want people to have the same thought as you are, or maybe you have something like very interesting, very unique you want to share with people. I think that's a main core of sharing. Sharing with purity, or just purity in music. You can share a video about yourself. You can share a music you wrote. The most important thing is not to over-branding it, to over broadcasting it.
Yeah, just be yourself.
Yeah, just normally and just let people to discover it. It's not like say, okay, this is good, this is very fantastic, and you quote all the media things. But we need that after a while, but not from you, from other people. That's a view from other people, not from you. Say, oh, my work is fabulous. Come and see my work. That's not what music is.
So you're saying that you're posting things about your personal life. Would you worry about the
Privacy?
the issue of surveillance and privacy?
Not really. I think because I think everybody's under surveillance. Yeah, everybody's under like cameras. You would like this age is like you seems like you can't avoid that. Like you have to live with cameras. Like everybody's taking pictures. The CCTV works. You are just everywhere.
Yeah, what you said reminded me because my niece was just born in February.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. When she was born, and there were loads of pictures, you know, I received on my phone about my newborn niece. I mean, the moment she was born, and she was subject to constant camera filming and all that. So yeah, just to respond to your comment that we live in the age of cameras.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. The conversation with Jun Chi made me realize that the internet is ever more commercialized nowadays, where things are centered around hype, virality, and clean promotion. Rare is the ethics and accountability on generating quality content that, in his words, interconnect with people, not just for mere entertainment such as the phenomenon of fake news and clickbait. Realizing the commodification and commercialization of social media, I think it is why having a critical understanding of the commercial internet is of great importance for media students like myself.